Welcome back to the John and Linetia Show.
Linetia, do you plan on seeing the movie The Butler?
God, yes.
Why?
I'm so mad because I missed it last week. But I only missed it. I had some friends in town, so that was different. But I was too lazy to go see it on Sunday. But I really want to see it because of all the top-notch actors that are in there. Man, I can't wait to see it.
I don't know if Oprah's top-notch actor.
You didn't see the story they did on her. She actually got an acting coach to help her, so she probably did do good in here.
Well, she probably did passable, and she does need an acting coach, but what?
Well, because Lee Daniels said he wanted her to stop being Oprah and to really, really get into the role.
Yeah.
So, he stood up to her and said, "Stop being yourself." So I want to see it. It sounds like it's going to be good. I mean, it's part of history.
Right. I mean, it's based on a short story about Butler, and there have been butlers that they're in the White House that are there for many different generations, and it's a good linchpin to kind of show about kind of how society changes or it doesn't. And one of the interesting things I think that happened last week Monday on the Piers Morgan show, Lee Daniels. The director of Lee Daniels The Butler. By the way, it's called Lee Daniels The Butler because they could not call the movie The Butler
because there was already a Butler.
There was a movie from 1912.
Yes.
How ridiculous is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, this is a generic name. Anyway.
Another John Linetia show?
I mean, come on, Warner Brothers. But anyway, so he said on Piers Morgan, he thinks that America has become more racist since Barack Obama has come into office. And he says, he thinks that people are angry that Obama is president and they're showing their true colors. I mean, they reference Trayvon Martin and, I kind of agree with that.
Okay.
And to me, I don't know if it's that the country has become more racist as much as there's more outward racism.
Okay.
I always felt whenever someone will gleefully mock Obama. I knew a couple of people they were always kind of like "Yo Mama." Calling them that, and I kind of look at that, and it's sort of like you're not doing anything that you're disputing any of his ideology or anything. You're essentially you don't like him because he's black. That's just it. Why don't you just come out and say it? I mean, of course nobody's gonna, but they've got an in. They've got a way in which they can criticize him and. And they feel not seem like they're being as racist as they are.
Okay. I'm going to have to disagree with Mr. Lee Daniels. I respect his opinion, but I'm going to have to disagree with him. I truly believe that racism exists. It has always existed. The only reason why you see it more now is because we have a black president, and the media, I think, we have more media outlets now than we had back in the day. We have Twitter now, we have Facebook, and we have Instagram, and I think with that mode of being able to communicate with people, that makes it look like it's more prominent for something that has always been there. It has always been there.
But you're saying it's probably more prominent now. It's out there a little more.
Well, not because of him being in office. That's what he's saying. He said with the president being in office.
I think it is.
I'm saying because of
I think it gives people license. It's like I said, people will criticize Barack Obama, and you can look at them and you can listen to what they're saying, and you can, in your mind, when someone essentially is just basically, if it wasn't Barack Obama, it'd be this. This N-word, whatever. And that they're not criticizing him because, as a human, they're criticizing him because he's a black guy running the country.
But this is larger than that. Even if he wasn't in office, there would still be racism.
I don't think it would be as prominent as it is now.
But it's always been prominent. Nothing.
No, I don't think it's always been prominent.
Yes, it has.
I think there's more now.
No.
It's always been there, but I don't think it's been front and center.
And like I said, the only reason why you see it is because of social media and things like that. But it's always been there. Whether it's been a case of where someone's getting on their job, or someone's getting it right there in their home, or you're walking down the street and someone says the wrong thing to you, it's always been there. As a country, I think that we have grown, since 18 whatever. We have grown, even since the 60s, we have grown. Mm-hmm. But racism still exists. And I think maybe because you have not been completely exposed to that way.
What?
Maybe you don't see it. Being honest.
I'm telling you right now, I've been exposed.
You've been exposed to racism.
Did you see the movie Soul Man? Based on
yes,
my life.
Yes, I did. Yes. Oh,
Based on my life.
So you went to college on a scholarship.
I'm telling you.
You pretend like you were a brother.
I had the brother makeup.
You did. I would have liked to see that.
I was going on with that brother makeup. Mm-hmm.
I would have liked. How come I didn't see that version of the movie?
I don't know.
Oh, please give me some pictures.
No.
Please give me. I want to see that. I want to see you with a suntan.
Take my
please. Word. I will take your word. But really, no, it's still out there, no matter what it is, even if it's the smallest thing.
I think it's still out there, but I think under the Obama administration versus under the Bush administration, it's more obvious. It's more, and I think that's in a way it's a good thing. I mean, when you've got somebody like, Paula Deen, saying things and getting it out there, and finally you look at it and you go, you know what, this was a kind of a despicable person anyway. She never really should have been in her position of her stature, her fame anyway, and this is good. It's a good thing that gets kneecaps.
Well, maybe it gets the conversation started. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it also eliminates her from where she's at.
No, but here's the thing. She's made her money now. She's not losing any money. She's already did what she had to do, and that incident happened years ago.
Yeah, but she wanted to continue to make more money.
And because of the media, it came out.
Yeah, and it eventually comes out. Right.
Always there.
Yeah.
It's been there.
You've got a case of there's a congressman who the Tea Party would love to run for president for the Republicans, a guy named Ted Cruz. Mm-hmm. Okay? Ted Cruz was born in Canada.
Okay.
His mother was an American citizen.
Okay.
And so, of course, he's claiming his American citizenship. Now, he's got dual citizenship,
right.
Okay, Canadian and American, so he's claiming his American citizenship.
Okay.
Now, what does that sound like? I'm trying to think of a politician whose mother was American, father was not, except I know that this politician was born in the United States at the time, okay? Mm-hmm. And even if he was not, okay, like the birthers liked to say, like Ted Cruz, okay? Mm-hmm. Think about that, okay? Think about all the stupid people. And we are talking about stupid people because Barack Obama was born in Hawaii. If you don't believe that, please kill yourself. Because you're dumb, okay? There's too much evidence on it, okay?
Again?
The birth certificate has been brought up, okay? But here's the thing. We got a guy who was born in another country, okay, that the Tea Party wants as a presidential candidate.
What's his race?
He's a white guy.
Okay.
Even though he's Ted Cruz.
Case closed.
Okay? And the Tea Party wants this.
Case closed.
Again, the birther movement was, to me, a racial issue. That was racism, pure and simple. We don't want this black guy running the country.
It doesn't matter. They don't want black people running companies. They don't want black people running and we're talking about people who are uneducated in the fact that we are all equal. I'm going to say that. It's nothing that is... White men still get paid more than anybody else. Why is that? That's racism.
Well, I mean... The highest paid player in Major League Baseball is Alex Rodriguez, $275 million. He's a black guy.
I don't consider him black.
Okay, well, I guess he's a Hispanic guy.
Right.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Not a black guy.
He's a drug addict. Okay.
I'm thinking him wearing Yankees colors. He's a minority.
He's a minority.
Okay.
No, but as you can see, they're trying to take him down now, right?
Yeah, well.
But for his own, he did that on his own.
Yeah, his own. Okay, never mind. Forget that whole thing.
Give me somebody else.
Forget that whole thing.
Can't.
LeBron James?
Okay, LeBron James is like the highest paid basketball player, right?
I think.
Yeah, we're talking about his salary. We're talking about endorsements, things like that. He's highest paid, right? Sports.
Sports don't count.
People feel like sports are equal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sports. What I found very interesting, though, was, I don't know if we talked about this before, but I remember one time there was a football game on, and the president came on to make an announcement, and through social media, people were like, why is the president interrupting my game? I don't want to see this N-word up here.
That happens because it's like that's a TV. It's like this, last weekend, an episode of Breaking Bad I think in Connecticut. The cable company had an outage or whatever, and people were calling 911.
Yes, they were.
You know what? There's just a lot of dumb people in the country.
Which goes back to racism, which has existed forever, and if we don't begin to change what's going on inside ourselves, it's going to always exist. Last time I checked, I thought America was the melting pot. Shame on America for this. Nobody here now... family, if you go back through your roots, everyone has came here from someplace else.
Well, unless you're American Indian.
They were the only ones that were here. You are so right about that. They were the only ones. Everybody else, so I don't understand it. There's no reason. We are supposed to be the melting pot and showing an example to other countries.
Agreed.
Thanks for listening to the John and Linetia Show.